On behalf of Marix Media, I welcome you all to the seminar titled Dry Bulk, a Futuristic Look under Shipping Academic Conferences organized by Marix Media. The future of dry bulk industry is likely to be shaped by a combination of technological innovation, environmental considerations, regulatory changes, and shifts in global trade dynamics. Adaptation to these trends will be crucial for companies to remain competitive in the ever-evolving landscape of dry bulk transportation. In a futuristic vision of the dry bulk industry, we can anticipate significant advancements across various aspects. Today's academic conference titled Dry Bulk, a Futuristic Look, hosted by Marix Media, convenes industry leaders, experts, and stakeholders for a dynamic exchange of insights and ideas shaping the future of bulk shipping. The conference serves as a pivotal platform for navigating the challenges and opportunities within the dry bulk industry. Through collaborative dialogue and knowledge sharing, participants gain strategic insights and forge partnerships essential for driving growth and resilience in this vital sector. As we begin with this enriching conference, a quick request to all our attendees here. Please keep your mobile phones on silent mode. Kindly note the important exits to this hall. You can see them on both sides of the hall, left and right. During breaks, network and exchange as much as possible. You can bring in your tea and coffee in to avoid missing important discussions. For any help, you can seek volunteers and staff from Marix Media to assist you. Requesting all speakers and panelists to keep track of time. We do have a reminder here right in front of you to remind you and help you keep track of the same and help us to maintain the schedule to the best of our ability. During Q&A, requesting all attendees to keep your questions as brief as possible. On your tables, you can see a printed scan code, requesting all of you to kindly remove your scanning devices and scan the print code on your device, and you can get to read more about our speakers and panelists for the conference. As we begin today, I call upon on stage Captain Kamal Chadha, Managing Director, Marix Media, to join me on stage, sir. Can we welcome sir with a big round of applause? Captain Kamal Chadha has been in the maritime industry for 5 decades. He is Managing Director of Marix Media Group, a company with global associates. A former Merchant Navy captain, he is a business studies postgraduate from University of Plymouth, UK. In its 25th year now, the Marix Group publishes several print and online magazines for the shipping industry and for fitness and health sector. His companies also provide PR services and media crisis response for corporate and other clients. Additionally, Kamal has interest in travel and tourism and event management. Captain Kamal Chadha holds several important positions in the industry. To name a few here, he is the Goodwill Ambassador and Warden of the Company of Master Mariner CMMI. He is a founder member and General Secretary of Maritime Trainers Guild MTG, founder member and Mumbai representative of Association of Maritime International Commercial Interest and Expertise AMICIE, and he also is the trustee of Chow Charitable Trust, which promotes traffic safety and driving etiquettes in Mumbai. He resides in Mumbai with his wife and 2 children and is also a fitness enthusiast. His favorite quote is by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam: "If you want to shine like the sun, then you must first burn like the sun." I request Captain Kamal Chadha to deliver the welcome address for today. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. I'll just edit Abdul Kalam's saying If you want to shine like the sun, he says you must burn like the sun. So I say if you want to shine like the sun, you should use a good shampoo, you know. Our chief guest for the day, Captain B.K. Tyagiji, Chairman and Managing Director, the Shipping Corporation of India Limited. Our guest of honor, Mr. Krishna Subramaniam, Vice Chair of the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers. Friends, ladies, gentlemen, and all of you. And the students, shouldn't forget that. Students are very important. They are the next generation who are going to be leading this industry into its great future. So on behalf of Maritime Media and Shipping Conferences, a very warm welcome to all present here in this vibrant city of Mumbai for the Dry Bulk a Futuristic Look Conference and Awards. So I've noticed that when you're abroad, people come in and when they greet you, the next thing they do is they curse the weather. Either the heat or the rain or the cold or the snow. But here, after the greeting, everyone curses the traffic. So there is a few chairs still empty. Let's blame the traffic for it. Mumbai is a city that never sleeps and is a fitting backdrop for our gathering as it symbolizes the relentless spirit of progress and the constant flow of ideas, much like the ceaseless movement of dry bulk commodities around the globe. The sessions ahead promise to spark conversation, inspire action, and ignite the pioneering spirit that will propel us towards a sustainable and efficient future. As we confer awards upon the luminaries amongst us, let us also celebrate the collective genius that has the power to transform our industry. Thank you for bringing your expertise to this forum. Your participation is the cornerstone of this event's success. Let's embark on this journey of exploration and excellence together. Once again, welcome to Mumbai. Welcome to Dry Bulk, a Futuristic Look. Let the confluence of minds begin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The lighting of the lamp is a symbolic gesture and signifies the dispelling of darkness and ushering in of knowledge, wisdom, and prosperity. I request our chief guest for today, Captain B.K. Tyagiji, guest of honor, Mr. Krishnan Subramaniamji, our veteran and advisor, Mr. C.K. Sharmaji. Yes. Also, I would like Mr. Bansi Jai Singh, sir, to join us if he's there with us here. Mr. Sudhir Rangnekar, sir, please join us, and Dr. Dipti Mankar. I request all these luminaries led by Captain Kamal Chadda to please join us on stage for lighting of the lamp. And at the same time, let us hear to Miss Rani to join us on stage for a beautiful rendition of a beautiful Vandana that she's going to sing for us right here.
वक्रतुंड महाकार्य सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरु ओम गण गणपतये नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ गणपतये नमो नमः श्री सिद्धिविनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् गणपति बाप्पा मोरया.
I request our chief guest of honor, to please remain with us on dais. Also requesting C.K. Sharma sir and Captain Kamal Chadda to please be here with us on stage. Thank you, Rani ji. It was extremely beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. As we proceed to the next section of our seminar, we are privileged to have with us our guest of honor today, Mr. Krishnan Subramaniam. Mr. Krishnan is a seasoned professional in the area of supply chain logistics, commercial shipping and education. He is currently the strategic advisor for Trans World Group, UAE India, for tankers and liquid cargo logistics. He is the International Vice President of the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers and heads the Global Digitalization Project. He is also the member of the International Chamber of Commerce ICC, UAE Steering Committee, Customs and Trade Facilitation Commission. Mr. Krishnan's career spanning 4 decades includes Bharat Petroleum Corporation India, Shell Petroleum in Dubai and Singapore, Aurora Tankers IMC Group Singapore, Fusion Group of Companies in Dubai and India, and Petrochem Middle East Dubai. He is a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers UK, a trainer for ICS, NAFL Dubai, Maersk Training, Dubai Shipping Agents Association, and Bahrain Shipping Agents Association. He has equal experience in academics as academic advisor at maritime institutions and adjunct faculty at SP Jain School of Management, UPES Dehradun, Institute of Management Technology IMT Dubai, and NMIMS Mumbai. We are grateful that sir, you accepted our invite to be guest of honor for today. I request Mr. Subramaniam to please express his thoughts on this important occasion today. Please, sir.
Respected Chief Guest, Captain Tyagi, Captain Kamal Chadda, Mr. Sharma, all my colleagues here, fellows and members of the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, dignitaries, professionals from the shipping world, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, students of this wonderful industry. Very good morning to all of you. I'm really pleased to be here. Of course, the weather is fantastic. Now the right time to be in Mumbai, right? For maybe a couple of months more. First of all, thanks to Marex, especially Captain Kamal Chadda and Sharmaji, for this honor to be here amidst all of you in this august audience, and with the dignitaries of this industry, veterans of this industry, representing the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, and thanks to Captain Ashok Gogia, it facilitated this in terms of partnering not only with Marex but also with similar conferences and organizations in terms of ensuring that we enhance professionalism in this industry. So we do have our experts in the industry who are going to talk about the functional aspects and the subject matter focusing on the dry bulk trade. So I thought of touching upon a very important aspect which all of us are aware, but sometimes unfortunately gets relegated to the background, is about talent management. Even today we can see the emphasis which even here we are giving in terms of, Captain Kamal welcomed the students and expressed that in terms of they are the future, they are the current as well as the future, the present as well as the future. But unfortunately, we have a huge challenge out there in terms of having the right talent at the right place at the right time. There are many institutions, especially with the growth which is projected for India. This is the market where everybody wants to be there, including multinationals. This is a part of the boardroom discussion everywhere in terms of having a presence in India and enhancing the presence in India. As much as there is an opportunity, we have a huge challenge as well in terms of having the right skilled people in our workplace. And it's everybody's challenge, I would say, because all of us here are decision makers, heading companies, some of us owning businesses, running our own businesses, and therefore we would understand the importance of having the right person with the right skill. Globally, and especially in India, and I would talk about Middle East because that's in a market where I've been there for the last 3 decades, this challenge is huge, especially post-COVID, in terms of retaining talent, giving them the right kind of an environment where expectations have changed drastically, especially post-COVID. Some of us were discussing that, just like it's inelastic in terms of there are certain things which are changed and not come back to the previous pandemic normal, as we call it. So for the sake of all of us, we need to address this. It's a huge gap between what is there in the industry. Many industries were suffering from this particular issue. You talk about the IT industry, where the world and businesses are moving at a much faster pace than what companies internally can cope up with or educational institutions are able to cope up with. And this gap will widen. Tomorrow I'm there at the Economic Times, the Times EduTech conference. This is one specific topic which they are going to devote at least 3 hours to discuss this particular aspect. And it's a universal issue and much more predominant in a growth area like our country. Employability, so this particular aspect, so there are enough colleges, enough students are there, enough teachers are there, but the educational curriculum has not kept pace with what is happening in the industry. To bring back the industry relevance, the industry reality back into the classroom is continuing to be a challenge, especially in logistics and shipping, because this is an industry which is moving at a very fast pace. Companies, likewise, we are all employers, we sit in recruitment boards, where we have seen that even the cost of retention has gone up drastically, where the choice is multifarious, therefore even individuals, candidates are also looking at, they do have a choice in terms of where to pitch in, right? So in terms of even the duration of what they think has come down drastically. Growth in seaborne trade is going to continue with more investment and the new policies like the GIFT City which has come up. There's going to be much more growth which will happen within India. So you need as many number of more seafarers. So that is a part which is being taken care of, I would believe, depending upon the number of colleges which are there, institutes which are there. And we continue to maintain, because most of that is governed by DG shipping and the international standards which are there, which is pretty much done. But the bigger gap is there in the commercial aspects of shipping. The average tenure of seafarers have come down, right from early days. I remember people used to be there out at sea for maybe 25 years, came down to 15. So now the average stands about 11.5 years. So what is going to happen to those returning seafarers? Do they have the right skill in terms of getting into a commercial role? So that is another part of the challenge which is going to continue. Existing employees, same issue in terms of reskilling them, upskilling them, whether you talk about digitalization or even based on new systems which are coming, new fuels which are coming, is going to be a continued problem. So what are the solutions? So all of us here, many of us contribute back into academics, in terms of getting back into colleges, into classrooms, despite having a day job, many of us do that. But I would say that we have to increase that. The extent to which we do that has to go up. And again, thanks to conferences like this or institutions which are dedicated to this, there are many of them, the professional institutes which are there, right from say Supply Chain Institute, CILT and the Institute of Chartered Shipbrokers, where we all focus on our own specific areas to bring back professionalism into the classroom and into the companies. We need to guide and mentor, we need to continue to do that. And there are many other organizations, including say Nautical Institute, FANASBA, Vista, all of us are trying to do in our own way in terms of what best can be done. And I think we all have a responsibility to continue to add value there. So we are here, so in closing I would say that we are all here to support each other, to collaborate. We need not reinvent the wheel. There are many opportunities, there are many other programs which are already set there. And the ICS team in Mumbai as well, we have revamped now and they've continued the good work which was done by the previous committees. Chennai is also a very active branch and we intend to continue that. And with the support of global members, fortunately, I was elected into the global committee where I will be taking over as the chairman of the international board next year. So there's a lot of visibility which is available, and you're welcome to collaborate and get in touch with this. Once again, I thank for this opportunity, Captain Kamal, to be part of this, and I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful conference, and a lot of learning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for expressing your thoughts and ideas about reskilling, upskilling, and more academic engagement in this sector. Thank you very much. I now request Captain Kamal Chadha to welcome and introduce our chief guest for today at the conference, Captain B.K. Tyagiji.
Thank you, Radhika. Dr. Radhika, I should say. I have the privilege of introducing Captain Tyagi, the Chairman and Managing Director of the Shipping Corporation of India Limited. Captain Tyagi holds the charge of Chairman and Managing Director of Shipping Corporation of India and Assets, that is SCILAL. This is the new form of the company, I think, put in place ahead of what's going to happen very soon. Or sooner, and was erstwhile heading the liner and passenger services as director. He also held additional charge of director TNOs for a particular period. In addition to above, Captain Tyagi has held additional charge director PNA, which is personnel and administration, additional charge of director LNPS. He is also appointed as CMD Inland and Coastal Shipping Limited, which is ICSL, and presently on board of North of England Protection and Indemnity Association Limited, now North Standard Limited, and India LNG Transport Company number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. He is also serving as director on board of Indian Register of Shipping and Indian National Ship Owners Association, that is INSA. Captain Tyagi is an IIMA alumni and also a member of various professional bodies like ICS London, Nautical Institute London, Institute of Directors, and a fellow member of CMMI, CILT and NMIS. Captain Tyagi is also appointed Chairman and member of ABS India National Committee, member of the South Asia Committee of DNVGL, Lloyd's Register South Asia Advisory Committee and Indian Committee of Class NK. In his distinguished shipping career, spanning over 33 years in SCI, he has held many responsible appointments both afloat and ashore. After graduation, Captain Tyagi joined SCI in 1990 as trainee nautical officer. He served on board various ships in different ranks, including as master. In 2004, he was absorbed ashore, wherein he served at various management level positions and performed technical vetting, chartering, training, marine HR, liner, passenger, inland waterways, offshore, and sale and purchase functions. Captain Tyagi has also been felicitated by various national and international institutions in the industry, in which the latest is the Lifetime Achievement Award bestowed upon him at the 18th edition of Ship Tech Awards in Kochi in May 2023, and the prestigious Maritime Standard Editor's Choice Award during the 10th anniversary edition of the Maritime Standard Awards in Dubai last year. I request Captain Tyagi to please deliver his address. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Kamal, Mr. Subramaniam, Shri Sharmaji, Shri Rangnikar Saab, and all fellow from the industry. First, I would like to give one respectful counter to Captain Kamal. He mentioned about this curse for Bombay traffic. India and Mumbai, Maharashtra, now things are changing. We can see lot of roads around the coast, and Captain Kamal, I'm very confident as an ordinary citizen of this state, this country. We are bullish. India is growing, Maharashtra is growing, and Mumbai is also growing. So lot of positive outlook. Why I'm using this word counter? Roughly 10 years back, one of my colleague in SCI, he started teaching me chartering. And the word, in fact, I knew what is a port and starboard, but he started teaching me chartering. I was transferred to the chartering department. And this gentleman, Mr. Lankesh, is here among us. And he taught me how to technically describe what Mr. Kamal Chadda did, the technical description, and the counter to this. This is on lighter side. Today we have got many panel discussions, interesting topics, and the day will be full of lot of updates will be there and learning. As a dry bulk, this whatever the major commodities we carry as a ship owners or the various stakeholders, coal, bauxite, grain, iron ore, and other fertilizers and all. See, finally our business depends on what is being produced by the production, and on the other side consuming areas. And we as a ship owners, we bridge this gap between the consumers and the productions. Current scenario for this dry bulk, simply if we take the demand and supply. On the demand side, world GDP is growing roughly for this year is estimate is around 2.9. 2025 it should be somewhere in the range of 3.1. So there is a positivity. Now within this India GDP, we all know the numbers. Last week we have seen some numbers even plus 8%. So India is flying, there is just no doubt. So again I'm repeating this, and with a very basic purpose and intent. And this region, especially India, is going to play major role in this overall development of the world GDP. And this is the place in case some guests who are working outside India or who have come from outside. So this is the place to invest, and this is the area now nobody will be able to ignore. We have a very stable government center. We have got a lot of talent within the country. These all are our resources, and India will continue to fly for many decades. This I'm confident. Coming back to the demand side, So there is definitely this demand will increase. On the supply sides, number of dry bulk vessels. I think this is the first time historically only 7.4% of the total new order book is bulk carrier share is very, very limited. This is the historically low. This is one part of equation. New rules which are coming from the IMO side, EXI, CII, European rules. Now this is definitely going to put the pressure on the availability of the tonnage. Many vessels go for scrap. Whatever the vessels are available, they will be filtered in terms of quality. Whatever the ratings under CII, then various port control, flag states, other vetting agencies, they will further filter out this number of available vessels. So this will reduce the available vessel for particular intended cargo. Further, geopolitical situation, Middle East, Ukraine-Russia war, this is further putting pressure on the supply. Further, there are two critical things today as we are discussing this. Red Sea, we know this is as good as no-go area at the moment. So this is increasing ton miles. So this is in favor of the ship owners. Red Sea is a man-made situation, unfortunately. Who is right, who is wrong? Definitely this is the topic we are going to discuss here. On the other side, Panama Canal, because of the climatic conditions, El Nino effect, that is a natural cause. Water supply, water availability is less. Draft of the vessels has come down from 15 plus to 13 point roughly 40 meters today. So again, the traffic through the Panama Canal has reduced, and this means then again ton miles, this demand, this has increased for the vessels. So if we just compare demand versus the supply, it is coming in favor of the ship owners. Demand is much, supply of the tonnage is definitely not in that proportion, and this will definitely give the better charter, higher the freights to the ship owners. This is my brief analysis on this, and with this I'm very confident, and this outlook for this at least up to 2030 is going to be firm and positive. I would like to thank Captain Chadda, Merrick's team, and all other colleagues who are here. Let's have wonderful discussion and learning, lot of learning, including social networking during the day. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Captain B.K. Tyagiji, for those bringing up the Viksit Bharat 2047 context to the Dry Bulk Conference. And I'm very sure that India is progressing leaps and bounds, and we will do so very swiftly. Thank you very much, sir. I now request Mr. Bansi Jaisingh sir to join us on stage to felicitate and present a token of our appreciation to our guest of honor for today, Mr. Krishnan Subramaniam. May I also request other dignitaries on stage, Mr. C.K. Sharma sir, also to join us, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I now request Mr. Sudhir Rangnekar, sir, to join us on this to felicitate and present token of our appreciation to our chief guest, Captain B.K. Tyagiji. Please, sir. Thank you very much, everyone. I request all the dignitaries to please be there together for a nice picture.